Hello, this is Willie with the Basement Kings. We're on our Rush Street project, and we are looking at a basement wall which we have waterproofed from the interior, a wall that was leaking. On the outside, the normal was done, which is a waterproof liner, exterior drain, built kind of extensive. In this case, let's say 6-inch pipe was used, gravel was used and wrapped. But unfortunately, all of the drainage is down at the bottom, and I'd say maybe they backfilled that area with gravel, say maybe about 2 feet. 3 feet is usually not the norm. 2 feet, and what it does is the water that's down here is going to come up a minimum of what we consider halfway. So about 6 feet up is the wall's going to be dealing with water on a regular basis. Today, it's not raining. It hasn't rained in a good while, but the walls are weeping. See? Now, we've already came back and put a second coat. Now, that makes this very, very extreme. I haven't seen a job like that in 10 years, that we've actually had to come back and put a coat of waterproofing on, wait a week, maybe a week and a half. This job, I think we waited almost 2 weeks, let the crystals form, and then when it slowed up quite a bit, then we came back and put a secondary coat. And when we put that secondary coat on it, it pretty much stopped it pretty well. Now, when I say stopped it pretty well, that doesn't mean 100%. You'll just notice the drip marks aren't going all the way to the floor, but water is still coming through. Now, what makes this job different is, you can see rust. Now, this is exciting for me because I normally don't see it. But see this? This is rust coming out. See, that means the rebar is either defective or there's a cavity in the wall. And that means when the water is squeezing out from the waterproofing, this is crystalline waterproofing. So waterproofing is going to squeeze all the water out. And you'll say, well, how do I know? Because you'll see the different colors. See that? This is the soil on the other side of the wall that's squeezing everything that's in it is coming out to this side. So now we're looking at rust, which is telling us that there's a cavity that's in here. So I would normally guess, if I had to take it off the top of my head, I would say there's a cold joint. And a cold joint means that between pores, because this is a large project, between pores, something happened and there was a long delay between two trucks, or they might have done something even more idiotic, which I don't know, I doubt it. And that is they stopped the pour and then came back the next day. They poured part of the wall. And if they poured part of the wall, then it would have needed a water stop. And if they didn't put that water stop in, this is what you will usually see. But I don't think that that's the case, because if it was, see this line right here, it would be consistent, but you see an area up here. And that tells me that's more than just the pour. That tells me that there's a cavity. There's a cavity of about anywhere between 2 to 4 inches in this wall. So the PSI might have been about 2,500 PSI, maybe less. Or the driver might have, if nobody was paying attention on a job during the inspection portion, the concrete driver might have put too much water inside the concrete, and they mixed it up to get more of it out and thinned it out, and this is the result. So this is not usually the norm. I don't think I've seen anything like this in the last 15 years. I just haven't. But sometimes people do things differently. But this is what we're looking at. So this is going to need to be repaired. So let's call it a day.
Hello, thanks for watching. If you like our video, then please subscribe or visit us at thebasementkings.net. Thank you and have an excellent day.